Tervetuloa Itäraportin pariin. Tänään minulla on kunnia pitää vieraanani vieraita Sudanista. He ovat parhaillaan medialähetysjärjestö IRR-TVn vieraana, sen arabiosaston vieraana tarkemmin sanottuna. He ovat täällä tänään ja kohta saamme kuulla heidän kertomuksensa Sudanin tilanteesta, sekä pohjoisen Sudanin että eteläisen. Vieraana on myöskin arabiosaston johtaja Hani Henei. Tervetuloa, Hani.
Thank you.
Welcome to our Itäraportti, which is in Finnish language every week for whole nation. I have a privilege to have guests from Sudan. Welcome.
Yes, my name is Federico Voni, and I am previously I was from Sudan, but right now I'm from South Sudan after the separation, which has happened in 2011. 9th of July 2011, after a referendum which has, the result was about 98% who voted for separation from the north. So now South Sudan is independent country, and it's a republic, and I belong to the South Sudan.
But you found your beautiful wife in North.
Yes, of course. All my life has been in the North, since I've grown in the North. And I felt it was so emotional when I was there to vote, to choose, to separate. It was very, very emotional because my wife is from the North, and my children, they share North and the South. So it is difficult, but I think the circumstance did not work for the country to be one, to remain as one. But so we say, let us choose the lesser evil, which is separation.
Please, Lydia, please introduce your background a little bit and yourself.
Yeah, my name is Lydia Shokai. I'm married to Mr. Federico, and I am from a place called Nuba Mountains in Sudan, in North Sudan. And now we live in England. We live in England. We have been there for about 19 years, and I work there, and I am a psychiatric nurse, and I work in the hospital, NHS hospital. And I am happy to be here today to share my experience with you.
Thank you. Hani Henei, you have during this week and last week had these wonderful people in your TV programs for Arabic department. What kind of programs you made?
Yeah, you know, in general, we produce a lot of programs in different languages, in Arabic, in Sudan, in Somali, in Amharic, in Farsi. But it is really unique to start 4 years ago a program reaching Sudan and Sudanese. It is the only program is broadcasting in all satellite channels, which is, I am so glad, as I am coming from Egypt, they are my neighbor, and you know, like we call it, we drink from same Nile. So we like each other, and I think it is really the issues what they are talking about the program. It touches the heart of people because it is deep there. Because if you see the history of Sudan, the conflict, you need really to cover from different perspective, like from Christian perspective. If we just rely on the media, secular medias, sometimes the truth, it is really cut down. So we need to listen to each other, and I really admire the way how they handle these issues in the programs.
And difficult times in the country, yes. Lydia, you named Nuba Mountains. Please tell about Nuba Mountains. Do you have snow on the mountains?
Actually, Nuba Mountains, at present time, Nuba Mountains is in North Sudan. So it's in North Sudan, but it's in south, and it's in the border between the north and the south. And Nuba Mountains, the people there, they are like original, like in Africans, you know, they're Africans, and they have like mountains, because they have a lot of mountains there. All mountains, people sometimes live on the top of the mountains as well. And in the Nuba Mountains, it was one of the places that, like, you know, there was like a lot of people who speak like, you know, like their own languages, but also they speak like Arabic language as well. They speak Arabic language. And then there have been war in the Nuba Mountains since the year 1983.
It's a long time.
Yes, it started the war because people there, they joined the movement SPLM because they were not happy with the situation in Sudan, because they're like they're black and they have language, their own language, and they have their own traditions. But North Sudan, the government, they said that we want only people to be all Muslim. We want all people to be Arabs. We want to Arabize the country, so we want to intermarriage so that people, they change the origin, they change their origin skin to be like, you know, Arabs. But we are not Arabs, so people are not happy. So they took the guns and they went to the bush and they joined the movement. They joined the movement, and they have been in war since that time. And after the separation of the South, because Nuba people, they were thinking that maybe something will happen and the Sudan will be all together. But after the separation, the people of South Sudan, they decided to go. So now is a problem for people from the Nuba Mountains. So they are there now in the same situation of the South. Everything is the same. Some of them are Christians, and they are black, and they have like, they are marginalized. No education, no health, no houses, nothing there. So they're fighting. Now, like at this time, like the government of the North, they are bombing the civilians and everything for 4 years, you know, intensive bombing.
So we can discuss about this situation a little bit later on.
Yeah.
I know that you are also doing aid work in your home country from London, England. Yeah. But may I ask you, Frederico, North Sudan's president is arrested just now in South Africa.
Yes, he has got the warrant of arrest, and then I think for the last 2 days the High Court in South Africa has issued this warrant to be arrested, and he's now battling for his faith, whether he will end up in Le Hague or he will come home. And still, what we hear is that the people, the population in Sudan also, they are divided. Majority are jubilous of what is happening, at least at the end. He will face justice. And this is really what we want. And the international community really, what they are doing is a good service for the people who are there suffering, because he cannot be in power for all those years. And then the same thing, and war and destructions and all these things, and it's hard, it's difficult.
So if you compare North and South Sudan, and we are, for example, talking about democracy, how is the democracy situation in north part of Sudan?
Well, in the democracy in the south, or if we compare the two countries, I think we in the south, we have inherited a lot of bad practice from the north. And the situation in the south is no better than what is happening in the north. It is very unfortunate because we have been fighting for almost 50 years to liberate us for the freedom, for democracy, and the same people who have been fighting for democracy and freedom, they are the ones practicing the same evils that they've been fighting against. It is really paining.
It's a very terrible situation.
Painful, very painful.
So when you are producing programs here at IRR-TV in Finland, are you doing something for the situation in your programs?
We touch in the programs, we do touch some aspects, but we touch it socially and religiously. For example, like we have talked about, there was a topic about the conflicts, conflicts in the church, conflicts in the society. And it's quite similar. What are the causes of the selfishness? And someone who wants to overpower on all the truth is not there. And there's a lack of respect, love, and all the things, those beautiful values of Christian values. It is what we need, because,
Mr. Hanihenen, you are leader for Arabic department here at IRR-TV. Do you have some kind of response already from the programs you have sent before?
Yes, yes, absolutely. You know, because the people, they are really longing to get something new in their life. Because if you speak about politics and democracy and so on, it is not just changing somebody and replacing with somebody else. Also, society has to take part of that. And when they hear us from the Christian perspective, so it is something, you know, they open their eyes. Because sometimes we do in opposite way, shall caravan lead the horse or horse leads the caravan? As we are Christian, we are riding the horse. And all politics, social issues, economic issues is following the horse. So sometimes, you know, we lose the value of Christianity and the Christianity aspects. For sometimes we follow news, we disappointed about our situation. So our Christian program here, what we do, we would like really to let people open their eyes that there are value in your life, that Jesus can change your life for the better.
Lydia, what is your role in these programs? You are host, or what are you doing?
You know, actually, I'm like, I just like, you know, participated for the first time, and then again, they found maybe that, you know, what I have done was useful. So I came again, you know, so, and because I'm a specialist in psychology as well, you know, I'm a specialist in psychology, so I discussed some of the social issues in relation, you know, to, like, you know, to Christianity. And then as well, like, you know, like some health issues as well in relation to Christianity, and all of the things, you know, that we put, like as Hani said now, that everything is underpinned by the Bible, you know, everything. So we found it really, really interesting. And when, like, you know, we showed the program to people in England as well, they were really happy. And a lot of people now are watching, like from the YouTube as well, the episodes that they haven't seen, they are watching from the YouTube as well now, you know. Yeah, so that I think is really good.
So it's a really global village we are talking about. Everybody knows. Very good. Very good. So during this week and last week you have been here. How many programs you have made already?
And last week it was 24 episodes, and this week also it will be 24. So it is like over 44 episodes.
So you have a great team. How many people are involved in this project?
Actually, they are different, like maybe 10, sometimes 7, but the main guests are Federico and Lydia these 2 weeks, because sometimes, you know, we need to uncover many hot issues, which is sometimes it's very shameful, you know, in our country.
Some of
like hot. You know, about you know, relationship between, you know, like husband and wife, and how we can raise children in the way, you know, like how Bible instructed us. Because sometimes if we follow our culture there, sometimes we say it is a man culture, that man can take every responsibility about. So many things also about you know, like.
So if I understand you right, and your programs, you are even taking women to take their part of the.
Absolutely, that's why Lydia, she's playing a big role there in the programs.
It's very interesting.
When women listen to women, I think it is different. That I cannot lead, you know, like the show, like, okay, women should do like that, because I am not a woman, you know. So, and that's why, you know, we need to follow Jesus in his steps. You know, like how he left up the position of women in the Bible.
Let us lift up some difficulties among women in your home country, Sudan, North Sudan, or Nuba Mountains. What kind of difficulties they meet in their lives as a woman in the family?
Actually, a lot of difficulties, you know, because we have in Sudan, you know, the society and the culture is all Arabic and Islamic. So, like, you know, the Christian people, they have like difficulty. They have sometimes to adapt or to adopt some of the culture of the Islamic culture. For example, for school, for their work, everywhere, you know. So it's really difficult, you know, for them. You know, so they need like, you know, like maybe like someone to say, come on, you know, like you need to go back, you know, to your origin. You need to stick to your origin, like not to do like a lot of changes in your life. You know, you need like you're a human being. You need like to trust in God, and you need to follow the Bible. You know, because a lot of things are changing now in Sudan, so we need like to encourage them.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's very good.
Yeah,
yes.
That's very good. Okay, we can continue and discuss about the situation in your country. Who owns the oil today?
Well, the oil is the problem. And South Sudan, after the separation, has the lion's share of the oil, which is about 75% of the oil is in the south. That's the productive oil fields. And of course, there are still other places not really tapped yet. And the north has the 25%. And even in that 25%, the oil is found in areas which belongs to South Sudan, but it is in disputed. It's been disputed right now, like the area of Abyei area, which is the people there are South Sudanese, and then it has been moved to the north in early in 1990s for administrative purpose by the colonial powers. But the people there feel they belong to the south, and they are Southerners. Even right now, all the administration are being paid for by the south.
Yes.
So that's the situation today, and there are, of course, because of that kind of conflict all the time. When you are looking to future, do you believe that someday whole country can be together again? Is it impossible or not?
Well, I think my wife will wish that one day we come back to that. But I don't think it will be the same type of unity. It may be a different union between the north and the south, but it may remain administratively, it may remain separate.
This can be a stupid question, but if you visit your home country together, south and north, is it dangerous to travel together?
Well, not really. My families are still in the north.
Okay.
My mother and my sisters and brothers are still in the north. They are living there. They're all right. I don't think there is that kind of, unless you are involved in politics, then you risk your life. But if you are just going there, you don't see, you don't hear, you're all right, you're safe.
But you are active among politics in Sudan. Started a new political party.
Yes. It is after the referendum of South Sudan, whether to separate from the north or no. And I don't know whether it was fortunate for me, because I've been chosen to be the head of the referendum center for UK and Europe. All over UK and Europe, they were coming there in order to register and vote for the separation. And it happened to be also, I was the first to announce the result in the whole world. The first result which came out was the one announced in UK, and after the announcement, all the people from in Juba, they were out in the street, and that was as if
it was
everything
a
is
historic moment.
Historic, very historic, yeah.
I can
and that's which is still in me. After the referendum, I went to the south to see how things are moving on, and what I've seen, it was very it's pitying, and I thought, well, I need to do something. Me and my friends say we cannot allow the will of the people just to be messed about like that. People need alternative.
Yes.
They need choice.
So your party is Labour Party. What is your main target?
Yeah, the Labour Party South Sudan is to bring about social justice for all. Because now, as we live, we see there lots of people, those who are benefited from the separation or from the peace in the South, is only few, only less than 2-3% who have got everything, who've a lot of corruption. You need to be from a certain tribe, only in a certain party, in order to enjoy the benefits of the country, which is not really true, because the country rests on the shoulders of the workers, of those who are laboring, the farmers, and all. Their voice is not there. So we want to represent those people, those masses, the majority who are voiceless.
Your life is based in London today. You are living there. How often you travel to South or North Sudan per year?
Almost every year I travel to South Sudan. Except these few last year, because of the problem, because I know that if I go there, when I'm there, I want to talk to people. I want to preach my ideas, but going there only to sit idle because of the security, because of fearing of my life and all the things. So I say, well, if I'm there, I need to be useful and effective. And then people are ready to come and listen to me. But with this mess there, it is difficult because people will not come and listen. So what we are praying for is that a real space of calmness and peace and security, whereby everybody has an idea, can present their own idea.
That sounds very good. Let us talk about Middle East.
Yes.
Hani Henen, you have been seated here many minutes without saying anything.
Yes.
So it's your time now.
I enjoy to listen. yes.
But you are drinking from same Nile you said before here.
Yes.
How about Middle East? What is the situation among Arabic-speaking people and your work?
Yeah, I just returned from Lebanon just a couple of days ago, and when you discuss these issues with people from Lebanon, from Egypt, from Sudan, we live in such a situation. We know nothing about the future, what can happen, because if you follow politic issues in news, you get crazy. Sometimes, you feel like really hopeless about the situation. But in midst of this all things, we see that we have hope of message, that Jesus Christ we can give to people. And really situation is, the issues changing rapidly there. And the people also, they know the value of the life is getting down. I mean, when you see people are killing like ISIS, when you see many people are nowadays watching and like they watch, a movie. Is nothing else.
No reaction at all.
No reaction. Before, if you see that sometime, like people, they are lying or something, wow, he's a liar. The crime, value, also it is getting changed. Many people, they lies, the corruption is increasing, abusing people is increasing, killing, murdering, violence. So we are living in very hot issues in Middle East. But we we cannot look to this negative side. We always say we have a hope.
Yes.
We have really God in our life, and we would like to show it to people. And
How do you show it?
Yeah, for example, I visit refugees camp in Bekaa Valley. It is between Lebanon and Syria. You know, if you give just cup of water to people, they are getting very happy and so on. So we said we help you because we love God, and God loves us, and He loves you too. So with some simple words, you can change people's life.
Exactly.
You cannot do many things like great things and say, okay, it can change people. No, something like, as the Bible said, if you give a cup of water to children, God will never forget this.
May I ask you,
Yes.
my friends, you are doing great work. Who is financing all this work?
It is good questions. We are a non-profit organization. We just rely on, God's moving hearts of people, individual and the churches. They can help us because, if you want really to heal the society, there is no other alternative and option. Just give them the message of Bible, that God loves people unconditionally, and He can change people's life. So this is a value we would like to, to bring to people as soon as we can, because the time is short. So we are just dependent on people's donation and to help, all these kind of items.
You have 30 seconds to say something to Finnish Christians.
Okay. You can activate your spiritual life. Whatever you can do, you can support this ministry. We will value every cent you can send to this ministry. There are a great opportunity in Sudan, in Middle East, and everywhere. You can help. Don't think that 1 cent cannot do anything. So it can change people's life, because when you give this kind of help and aid to us, we can bring it to people, and this is a great blessing to your life too, because when you give, you will get a double blessings.
Thank you, Mr. Hani Henen. And thank you, Frederica and Lydia, for this visit to Itäraportti. Can you say Itäraportti?
Itäraportti.
It was easy. Finnish is easy language. You can say some words more in Finnish, maybe.
I can say only kiitos.
Kiitos.
I say kiitos to you also. Welcome back someday.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hyvät katsojat, tässä oli Itäraportti tällä kertaa ja saimme kuulla uutisia sekä Pohjois- että Etelä-Sudanista, mutta myöskin siitä työstä, jota medialähetysjärjestö IRR-TV tekee arabiosaston toimesta eri puolilla maailmaa, mutta erityisesti Lähi-idässä.